everybody. Welcome to the virtual Parade of Trabants. I'm Amanda Ohlke. I have my glorious colleagues with me. Hey, Shana.
Hello, so good to see everyone again.
And the incredible person who helped us migrate when things went south, Hannah Saloyo.
Hi.
She is still sorting things out behind the scenes, but we have a bunch of visits that we're going to make with different people and features, but we just thought we do have a bit of a program. So I thought we'd go through for a little minute, we would do some nostalgia about past parades of Trabants. So I've got some slides to share with everybody, and feel free to share your own nostalgia about things as we move forward through this. All right. Yeah. What a 14th year. You would have thought things would have gone wrong on the 13th year, but it's this year. So anyway, here are some of our teams from the past and the present. I thought you guys might enjoy seeing some of these. You might, and I even had a different hat. I've stuck with this hat for a long time, but way over there on the left. And do you remember our first, we didn't even have a Stasi last year because we thought it might be upsetting and triggering, but there was Thomas Bogart, our historian, and Laura Hicken and her grandmother, just wonderful, and Laura and her husband, who was just her boyfriend then. Last year, in front of the Berlin Wall, there are Hannah and Shana and our former historian, Vince. So anyway, just some of the team members that have loved working with you guys. I swear these are gonna get, all right, there's our past home for 12 years, the home of the Parade of Trabants. And this is our very first Parade of Trabants, whoops, in 2007. And it was on a Friday. Mike and Matt, the Annan family remembers that. We did it on a Friday. We wanted to have it on the actual Fall of the Wall day. And then our PR team explained to us that it was going to get a lot more attendance if we had it on a Saturday. So that's when we moved. And then we have the next, that epic picture of Thomas, which has gotten, it's like been reproduced so much. And Thomas doesn't realize that it took on a life of its own. He's a military historian that I think is a little bit freaked out that this was the symbol of Parade of Trabants for so many years. All right, and that was also that first year. And here is the really epic parade of 2009, when this caravan of cars went all around the nation's capital. And that pink car, man, that was the car I really wanted to go home with. So I feel sad. I haven't seen that pink car in a long time. I think that was Mike's. I think he sold it. So loved it. All right. Okay, and this, Laura said, I asked Laura because she worked on Parade of Trabants, and I know she's here today. Laura, are you willing to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Remember Laura?
To bear with me with the technology.
I know. It's so fun. She always comes, and even after leaving the Spy Museum. But Laura, you want to tell us what happened on this particular day?
Sure. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Parade of Trabants. It's the most wonderful day of the year. This was literally just a pink car that backed into me and squished me, and I was really impressed that I made it through almost a decade of Parade of Trabants and only got hit by one once.
Because that was a dangerous spot that we were in, behind that table with the cars backing up at us.
But I'm still very proud that you know, I think I totaled 8 parades of Trabants and only 1 hit and run. So
excellent. Thank you for reporting live on that historical incident. All right, let's see. We're about to go on our first field trip, but let's do like one more Okay, here's my least favorite activity that we used to do. I don't know, does anybody remember the stuffing? It was a nightmare. We were always trying to get to the Guinness Book of World Records. They never wanted to come, and they needed to have a representative. We now are in the Guinness Book of World Records at the Spy Museum for our objects, I believe, but we could never get it for the stuffing. Look at that hair hanging upside down at the top of that picture. Like, that should scare you. This was an easy year. The very last one was, oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, Ken Campbell, I hated doing this, but I'm gonna, Shauna, should I tell them the bad thing that happened to me one year?
If you want to, feel free. This is a small group, very
It's a small group, it's like family. The last time we did it, I basically had my butt in the window, and you could see my underwear, and one of my colleagues had the photo, and she and I knew it was me. Anyway, I got her to delete it, and then I deleted the Parade of Trabants from my life. So that was very selfish on my part. So I think it's time for us to take our first field trip. We are going to go to the Spy Museum. We're going to be with our A team. That is Afua Anakwa and Alexis Albion. And they are going to, hi guys.
What?
Come and have a quick peek at this.
Something just happened to me. Like, I think there was some kind of break in the time-space continuum, and I appear to have been transported to East Berlin. Oh my God, it's the Cold War, and it's like vaguely 1960s, 70s, something like that. But here I am in East Berlin. And oh my God, look at this. A lot of little toy Trabants here on display in our Cold War exhibit in the museum. Aren't they cute?
Very cute.
I think Afua is giving you a good look at our collection, and this is just a small sample of our collection of toy Trabants, because here at the Spy Museum, we are very fond of the Trabi, as I know are many of you. That's why you're here today. And I thought I would just give you a little look around our exhibit here in East Berlin. Come with me. I would like to show you our Trabi on display. Actually, it is only half a car here, but here in this section of the museum in East Berlin, we do feature the Trabant, the much beloved and much maligned Trabant. And we have some wonderful artifacts and some wonderful stories, and even better, some Trabi jokes. And I thought if Afua would help me here. Afua, how do you double the value of a Trabant?
I don't know. How do you, Alexis?
You fill
Good
the tank
question.
with gas. Boom, boom.
Fill the tank with gas. That's a great one.
And Afua, what would you find on pages 3 and 4 of the Trabant manual?
I don't know, Alexis. What would you find?
The bus schedule. Boom, boom. So there are many
That
Trabi
two-stroke
jokes.
engine.
Yes, that's very good.
And of course, it is a reflection of how very devoted people were to the Trabant. So many jokes. Of course, it's a reflection of the fact that the Trabant broke down a lot, wasn't that well made. But I think it's also a reflection of how much people really enjoyed the Trabant, and those jokes continue today. We have some here at the museum. And if you would indulge me, I thought I would just talk a little bit about the history of the Trabant, because it's pretty interesting, and I'm a historian, so that's what I do. But if you don't know, the first Trabi appeared in the late 1950s. It was the East German government's response to the VW Bug in the West, the people's car. They wanted to provide their own version for the proletariat of a car for all the people that was affordable, that would fit a family of 4 and some luggage so they could get out of the city, go to a park, go into the countryside, have a picnic, and live the great East German dream. And of course, it was sold all over Eastern Europe, but not outside of that. You know, the Trabi was something that many, many people wanted to get. Everybody wanted a Trabi, but of course it wasn't so easy to obtain one. You had to put your name down on a list, and it could take around 10 years to get a Trabant. And also, what's interesting to me is they are actually supposedly quite affordable, but not that affordable for most East Germans. The cost in around the early 60s was about 7,500 East German marks. Doesn't really mean very much, but if you think about the fact that the monthly wage for an East German worker was about 500 marks, what we're talking about is more than a year's salary to buy a Trabant. And you know, there was no financing. All the money had to be put up front. So that's a pretty big investment. And one of the interesting things is, of course, there was a market in secondhand Trabants, and those actually tended to be more expensive than a new Trabant. And one good reason for this was that they were readily available. So if you didn't want to wait 10 years, you might actually have to pay more to get a secondhand Trabant. Another interesting thing about these secondhand cars is that they're actually in really, really good shape. Because if you're going to spend that much money, and you're going to wait that long to get a Trabi, you're going to take pretty good care of it. And the average life of a Trabi was about 28 years, which is pretty amazing for what was frankly such a cheaply built car. So it did tend to last a long time. And of course, many of you who are watching today know that because you are owners of Trabis, which stopped being made after the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1990. So the life of the Trabant is basically from the late 50s to 1990. And I believe there were about 3 million made. So some of those are still around today. If you go to Berlin today, you might see some driving in the streets. You might be able to rent one actually and take a tour of Berlin. You might be able to find them in lots of nice bright colors. And there actually is a very small Trabi museum in Berlin, which is a lot of fun, and I recommend visiting if you're there. So we have our half car here on display. One thing we wanted to show was, of course, how people used to actually escape or try to escape from the East by fitting themselves in very small compartments in cars. Now, one of the things here I should mention is they didn't usually do that in a Trabi. And one reason might be because there's not an awful lot of room in a Trabi. It was made for a family of 4, but that was pretty tight. And there wasn't a lot of extra room there. And we should talk about one of the just worst urban legends about the Trabi, and that is that it was made of cardboard, and that is completely untrue. It's not made of cardboard at all. It was made of Duraplast, which is
a lot like cardboard.
a lot like cardboard, but not cardboard at all. It's sort of resin that was reinforced with fibers. It was usually recycled cotton or something like that. So it was very durable material and quite light, but it did tend to lend itself to a lot of very, very unfair jokes about how poorly made the Trabi was. Now, the Trabi was actually designed to be very compact and very, very easy to take care of, because the idea being that in the East, behind the Iron Curtain, you didn't want to have to rely on mechanics and other people who would rip you off. And so the idea was that you would be able to take care of your Trabi yourself with a very, very few basic tools. And most people did take care of their Trabis, as I said before, and would carry with them at all times some spark plugs maybe and a belt, you know, just in case something happens on the road. So that was the idea there, that you'd be able to take care of your Trabi yourself. And, you know, people complained about the Trabis a lot, mostly because there wasn't really any alternative, but they also loved their Trabis and took great care of them. So we're happy to be able to feature a Trabi in the museum and talk about
Alexis,
it. Amanda. Yes.
Make sure and show us the dog that's barking before you disappear.
Well, of course, there are other things in our East Berlin exhibit, and you'll have to come to the museum to see all of them. But I did want to show you one thing if you come this way. Of course, it wasn't easy to leave East Berlin or get in there, and you had to pass through a checkpoint. And here's our checkpoint here. Of course, oh, looks like you're being asked for your papers. I hope you brought them with you today. Yes, the guard and his dog are a little bit touchy. So I hope you've got your papers in order and everything, and don't try to get past him with anything that's fake. Oh, here he goes again. So this is our border guard and his dog. It's an interesting feature of the museum here. And we have so much else for you to look at. Some wonderful artifacts, 2 actual pieces of the Berlin Wall, which we have on display here, and a lot of great information about Cold War Berlin. Amanda, I am happy it looks like the time-space continuum is sort of breaking up right now.
Yeah,
and I might have to travel back in time.
I know, but thank you so much, Alexis, for giving us such a very fun overview of East Berlin in the past. We hope you can travel back to, hey, you might want to skip 2020 and head to 2021, just a thought. And thank you, Afua, for being our amazing video person. Bye, guys. Bye. All right, that was pretty cool. All right, Hannah, let us return to, we'll do a few more minutes of my crazy overview before our next field trip. All right, oh wait, can we go back? Can we go back one? Oh, I lost okay. So we were stuffed, and then I had a beautiful photo of last year, just so we could all, I must have moved it myself. I don't know if you guys remember this cast of characters, but the fellow in the middle was our German intern, and he really loved drinking with these guys. They were, you know, now there seems to be drinking on the streets in DC, but way back then there was not. So last year, an incredibly cool thing that we had at the museum was this recreation of the Berlin Wall. And that was courtesy of the German, cheers, that was courtesy of the German embassy. And it was so cool because the artist who made it came in the night before and reassembled it. And it looks so incredibly substantial, but it was actually, you know, was it made of Duraplast or cardboard? I don't know, but it was like styrofoam. So it looked amazingly robust, but it was not. So we loved having that. And then I think we have one, so Dave was driving his Trabi today. Thank you for sharing that. I wish we were there. And so I think we have a quick video to remind you of what it was like to be together. Just like being there, a little bit herky-jerky. So now we're gonna head over to, most of you may know Mike Annan and the Annan boys. Matt Annan is being our photographer, our videographer today, and he is sharing some of the hijinks that are happening at the Annan's house. There is Matt.
Hello.
Morning, man.
Hi, Matt.
Hey.
Here, I'll give it to you.
Here
Oh,
we
wow.
go. What's happening?
Oh, well, we're kind of getting ready to get the wall done, but here we are. We got Follow Kevin and
Oh,
Andrew.
there's Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
He's the rock star. So we just
Oh, I
have,
see the Annan boys. Matthew, Michael.
yeah, we're all here. I'm going to hand you over to Matthew here, so I'll drop the phone.
All right. Now what are we doing?
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, so we're in the process of building the wall here today. We're going to drive through it at 11:30.
Yes, 11:30. We will have our glorious wall breakthrough.
Great. Yeah, so we're doing a little different this year. We're doing just big sheets of paper instead of the cardboard boxes. Not as much support today. Yeah.
Looks fun. Now, is anybody, I know you got Kevin there. Do we have anybody else showing up here?
Gary was supposed to come, but we haven't seen him.
Take the little legs.
He's undecided.
All right. And
Kyle's doing a Model T thing.
very cool. Well,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we will check back in with you in about an hour. And I'm
All right.
wondering if we want to go and visit a little ahead of schedule because they're doing such beautiful photo work. Our friends at I'm going to say it wrong, Trabant, Katarina. Do you want to? You've been waiting here so patiently. Do you want to? Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
So hello. Yeah. Here our Trabis. Well, I told you already. My husband is the owner of our online shop www.trabantwelt.de. We sell spare parts for the Trabant to every part of the world, and yeah, these kind of Trabis. These are his favorites. This one
That's
is
a beautiful one. What year is what year is that?
It's 1962, I think, and this is the limousine, and there we have the combi, and the combi is with an open roof. You see? You can
that's
open
great.
it in summertime. That's fantastic. So maybe you see something inside here. And the restoration, we did it on our own, so it took us years, but we got it done. Okay, and
where are you located? Katarina, where are you located?
Oh, we are in Saxonia, in Zwickau. So Saxonia is under Berlin, close to Czech Republic.
Where do you get most of your orders from?
The most we get from Germany, Austria, France, Netherlands, then from Switzerland sometimes, and New Zealand. I don't know why, but in New Zealand there must be loads of Trabis. I don't know. But
we're hearing, we're seeing in the chat, people are like, yeah, I've spent a lot of money with your shop.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Show us that beautiful black car.
Okay, the black car, this is my husband's race car. So he's doing the 24-hour Trabant race every year. This year it didn't work because Corona. We weren't able to make this race, but next year we hope it works. Well, do I have time that my
take your time? I think we're all geeking out on your car.
Okay.
We're enjoying looking at the cars so much.
Okay, perfect. So this car here was from his best friend. He died, his best friend was even the first customer of the Trabant Welt, and he died a couple of years ago, and his wife, she gave us back this Trabi, so it's a memorial, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
beautiful.
But maybe it's very interesting. In the back here you see the wall memorials of the old East German wall. Can you see it? The black one And the silver one? Okay. Yeah, we bought
So
it
are
a couple
those
years ago.
pieces? Are those pieces of the wall?
Yeah, these are pieces of the wall. Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, the black one shall be black, and the gray one we want to make it golden, like gold touch. I don't know if you can do it. So then I show you our little daughter here.
Oh, who's that? Oh my gosh,
Kate.
so cute.
Yeah, this is Kate. Well,
What? So is that a 2020 model, the little daughter, or is she a 2020 model?
no, she is a 2019.
2019,
Yeah.
cool.
So she will be 1 year next week.
Wait,
Yeah.
gotta see that up close. Hi. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh, now I didn't. We always see babies and dogs at the Parade of Trabant, so thank you for making that come true, Katarina. Well,
Yeah.
oh, show us the yellow one up on the platform. Other way. You haven't shown it. Turn around.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course.
It was the one up on your building. It looked like it was up.
Do you know what? I will just get on my husband to the show because he will be angry.
Better or halloumi?
Halloumi?
Come back and come just a second.
We may have lost our German feed, but we can.
She says she's going to get her husband.
I know, but I also heard something about cheese, which was kind of.
Cheese.
I thought they said halloumi.
Is it time for snacks already?
I mean, it's always time for snacks. This gives me a moment to show off my incredibly beautiful Trabant mug that I'm drinking incredibly. Adam made this for me. I have a matching t-shirt. If I get warm enough, I will show off the matching t-shirt, one of my favorite things in the world. So, is she back?
Okay, 1 second. So come jump into the car and now go on.
I think we're going to see something exciting happen.
Well, come on. Oh.
Oh, Ken, thank you for saying loading dock, which I couldn't think of before. There he goes.
Okay.
That is so fun. Oh, that's very fun. So, Katarina, the thing I was trying to say was I thought I saw Trabant on your loading dock.
Okay.
Over there. Yeah, in the building. Was that correct or incorrect? Up on the platform.
Amanda, just 1 second. Can you repeat your question, please?
You're heading towards the car. I was asking you about the yellow one up on the platform.
Oh, platform. It's 601. So, and it's built in, welches Baujahr ist das? It's built 1985.
Oben. Nein.
Oben auf der Laderampe, da ist einer.
Ja.
Ach, der!
Yay, thank you for helping me, German speakers.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. What exactly want you to know?
I just wanted to see it. We just want to take in all the Trabis before we move on to the next thing. So we're enjoying this is our trip to Germany. We're not going anywhere.
But that will be a project, okay? It's not finished yet.
No, that's very cool. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you, Katarina. This is very cool. And I'm going to share some stuff from your shop that you sent. Thank you both. Really.
Bye.
Bye.
All best regards. Ciao. Ciao.
Okay, bye. Thank you for helping us, the German speaker. I don't know who did that. And I also want to say, I know some people were in their Trabis. I think Michael Cruz So if you're in your Trabi and you want us to spotlight you, please let me know. So, oh, thank you, Katrin Schroeder. Thank you so much. So let us look at a few more of my little presentation before we take our next field trip.
Amanda, where do you want to go?
Let's see, let's go off to, well, I know Alexis talked about, let's go to the contortion boxes. We'll talk about that. Okay, I know many of you tried your hand at these, and this was such an interesting thing because we got excited about, we are always trying to get people to have feelings, and so to bring the museum to life. And we started testing out this aspect of escaping in a Trabant or a different car, and started testing it out at the Parade of Trabants like maybe 5 years ago. And people really enjoyed the challenge. And I kind of cut Alexis off, but that is something that made its way and is a permanent feature of that East German gallery. At one point, right by the Trabant, she started to show it and we recreated that. So it's pretty neat, I thought. And then you have to see me standing with the mini Trabant collection, because I mean, Alexis just showed that to you, but there's my glorious shirt that I think I'm too cold to wear that matches my mug. And I have to say, I went into the museum and I did bring home some of my Trabants that I love. I miss all my Trabant stuff. There's my little green one that looks like Andy's car. I love that so much. And then Shana, I know that Alexis talked a bit about escape, but you had some detailed photographs, so maybe let's look at those.
Yeah, so this is when Alexis was in the exhibit. She showed this, how we have that, the cut in half kind of car, so you can see that. And you can see where there's different locations where people potentially could have been hiding as they were trying to escape East Berlin. And they really would get quite creative with where they were trying to hide in the vehicle. And we actually have some photos that were from the Stasi archives that show people hiding. And so some people, if they were caught by the Stasi actually had them recreate their hiding places in the vehicles so that they could see, you know, how people were trying to hide to smuggle themselves out. And the image that you see on the right, that woman there, she's actually was hiding in kind of like the gearbox almost that would be between those front seats. And so she was able to fit herself there, but there were all different parts of the car would be used to try to hide people in there. So it was kind of interesting that these photos were available and were actually able to share them, that they had these in their archives. But as Alexis had said, the Trabant wasn't necessarily the car that you would be using to hide yourself. It was typically different types of cars. The most popular kind of escape vehicle of choice actually was the 1957 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. So that was the kind of the escape vehicle apparently. So that was just a little more information about how people might use cars to try to escape East Berlin.
All right, let us hop back. You know what?
Hey, Amanda, we're gonna take a little drive if you want to ride along.
I totally do. Thank you, Matthew.
All right, here we go. We're in Kevin's Trabi here.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey,
This is the beautiful Maryland countryside in October.
Yeah, so we're going.
November. I don't even know what month it is. Good Lord.
That's about, what, 70 kilometers an hour. So that's about, what, 42 miles an hour. and going along. So Kevin's had this Trabi for how long?
18 years.
18 years? Yeah. And they went and got it in Chicago and brought it back in the bed of a pickup truck, him and my dad. And
so beautiful.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it.
Everybody does love it. And how often do you drive it?
Every month or so.
Every month?
As much as I should, I suppose.
Yeah. So this one is 1985? 85, yeah. And it was brought here when it was still too new, so they had separated the engine out and imported it just as a body, right? Yep. And then, did you put it back together? Or it was already put back together.
But he couldn't figure out how to get it tight.
Ah.
So he sold it. We figured out how to get it tight.
Yeah.
We got it.
So this is something that just the late ones have. It's a little gas flow meter to try and help you drive efficiently and make sure that it's getting off, getting enough fuel flow. So yeah, you can see as the RPMs go up, the more lights light up.
Beautiful.
And when you're in the yellow, you're using too much gas.
And that's what it is.
That's what it is, yeah. And another weird thing these have, you see this RZA. This is your fuel shutoff valve. So when you park the car, you have to turn this to Z, which is German for closed. And when you're driving, you put it on A. And then when you run out of gas, there's no gas gauge, you notice. So you'll run out at some point, you turn it to reserve, and then you can drive a little farther to get to a gas station. Yeah. Yeah. So, any other questions?
Yeah, how many ashtrays are there?
This one actually has, the one up here, and then there's one in the back seat here. So, you can't fit a lot of adults back here, but your children can smoke.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Very cool. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just got this plastic, rubbery kind of headliner. It does have a sun visor.
Oh, Matt, we have a question. Is that lever the transmission next to the steering column?
Yeah, that is the gear lever. So it's kind of similar to old American cars, but it's done a little bit differently and weirdly. So anybody who's used to driving an old American 3 on the tree, when you get in one of these, it's totally backwards. But it was advanced for its time, at least in the early 60s, with a 4-speed manual, fully synchronized. And, all working electric wipers and lights and all the real basics that you need. There's no extra features, there's no cigarette lighter, there's no, there's no fuel gauge even, so everything is just as basic as you could get it.
Wow. But it looks pretty great for a drive,
Yeah, it's perfect for a nice cruise in the countryside.
I don't understand why we can't hear it, though.
You don't hear it?
You have your earbuds in? Are you using your earbuds?
No, it's not that loud. Can you hear it now?
Maybe I'm just used to hearing 20 at once.
Yeah, I think Kevin said he put kind of some new exhaust parts on it, right? Yeah. So this one's nice and tight and quiet like it should be.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is actually noisier outside than inside.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will come back. Oh, I want to see this car like pass you by. He's probably like, what am I behind? All right. Well,
yeah, we'll let you go.
We'll come back to you soon. Thanks for that. That was a beautiful circuit.
No problem.
Right. Okay, Hannah, could we look at I'm going to say it wrong, but Trabant belt, the people that their slides, because I wanted to show everybody those. These were the folks that we just visited with, which was so nice, but they had sent these photos to us. And so I wanted to share them. They had lined up all their beautiful fleet. And then they also, this is great. So these are some images from this 12-hour nonstop race. There's that pretty black car that we saw that they showed us up close. And then here is a controversial image, but I made it okay, although Shana may still disapprove. Let's see. So this is their calendar that they give out, and we redacted it for your viewing today. But it's that, I love it that we just saw that beautiful car in the parking lot. And anyway, maybe if you're nice to them, they'll send you the calendar that is not redacted by Sky. So let us go over next to our musical interlude. So it's really since the beginning, Ohlke has played some wonderful music for us. And so I reached out to Terry Bradley, who is the wonderful leader that I deal with. And so great. We have a short video of them playing last year. Oh, Andy, we're going to come see you soon. I saw that. Let's see our little video.
It's coming. 1 second.
Thanks. Always takes a minute. And then we got to, I see that, yeah, censorship lives. Sorry about that, Dave. So our Terry sent me a bunch of photos, including the one when we get back to the presentation. He sent me the one that they use as their recruiting video. They use that to get people to sign up with these lovely girls at the Beer Fest. And I'm going to give you guys a preview of, they also sent us CDs, and these are going to be some of the prizes later at the photo rally. And we have the opportunity. Is Michael ready, Hannah? I can't hear you, Hannah. Oh, Michael, hi. So Michael volunteered to play us a song as though we were all together. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, of course. It's good to see everyone. I know we, a lot of people are missing the good German music that we usually had live. So it's good to have the opportunity to play for you all.
What are you going to play for us?
Just a very, in these trying times, just a nice happy polka. It's called Trumpet Echo. So whenever you're ready, I'll get to it.
We are totally ready.
Great.
Thank you, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Wait, am I still muted? Thank you so much, Michael. And thank you for just looking the part. We really appreciate it. And next year, definitely, we will all be together again. Really appreciate that. All right. So I saw Andy Brzezinski on his way to his car. Andy, were you out there with the car?
Yep.
Can we go back and see the car?
Sure. Let me go downstairs.
Sorry, I was trying to get a hold of you. Going on a trip with Andy. I saw the engine and I was like, I think we need to see this up close.
So I have photos from someone watching who just emailed me photos of Trabants and French castles. So I'll pull that up quickly.
Yeah, while we wait for Andy, that would be amazing.
Give me 1 second.
I feel that is going to be quite a scale extravaganza. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's actually in France. I'm East German, living in France for 25 years now, and we are one of the biggest community of Trabants out of Germany as well, in Europe at least. And we tried to do a couple of things here and there, and that was just a month ago in my area.
Oh, it's beautiful. That is great. Thank you so much.
You're shooting me the email.
Andy ready? Is Andy ready for us?
Yeah, so welcome. I don't know if, do you see me or do you see the Trabi?
We see you, Andy.
I don't know.
I hear your Trabant though.
So, welcome to sunny New York City. And this is my 1985 Trabant. And Adam or Michael can jump in anytime. This one was imported from Hungary, and I actually bought it from a gentleman by the name of Len in Baltimore, and I've had it now for I guess 6 or 7 years. And that's the engine. So, can you guys still hear me over the engine?
Yeah.
Okay. So just and I'm sure I'm gonna get some of these things wrong, but it's a 600cc engine. This is the gas tank, so it's gravity fed. There are no pumps except for this pump, which is used to bring up window washer fluid. It's what is it? 26 horsepower. It's 2-cylinder, 2-stroke. The battery is under here. Just keep that because I got a little bit of a leak. Yeah.
That is amazing.
I had a second one that a young fine gentleman in upstate New York then purchased. Yeah. It spends most of its time outdoor here, even through the winter. So, and I guess everybody can see my rust spots on the door.
It wouldn't be real without a rust spot, you know?
Right. And mine comes equipped with a mask nowadays. All right. Thank you for coming out to New York City.
Are the bumpers Duroplast too?
No, actually, these are not the correct bumpers for this year. That's in 1985. And these are older style bumpers. And they are They're metal.
That looked so great.
Oh, and of course it's equipped by our toilet paper in the back, which
I gotta see that. You know, just beautiful. I remember that crocheted cover very well.
Yeah. It was actually a gift from Roger. I don't know if Roger from Boston's on.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen Roger.
It's actual East German toilet paper.
Were you tempted at all during the early days of the pandemic?
I got to tell you, here in New York City, I had to bring it back inside.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at them. Hi, Minion.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Andy. We
Thanks,
really
Amanda.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hey, Adam. Hi, Liz.
Hi. Thanks for doing this. It's great time.
Oh, we're loving it. Adam, are you ready? You've been trying to send me a video, but I can't get it. So we're gonna go visit Adam Benko. Oh, there he is. Hey. All right, Adam. Okay, Adam can share. Tell us what it's like down there in the land of sunshine.
Hey guys, hello from Florida. It's super hot, unusual to have the Trabant parade in this heat.
I love your shirt. I love your shirt.
Thank you. Actually, it's from Seattle, from other Trabant friend. I don't know if he's here, but he sent us this t-shirt. Thank you very much. We have a little setup here in front of our house. We have 2 Trabis. Let me flip the camera around.
I've got my Trabi shirt on, Adam.
Let's see. I'm glad you see I have it. So I still have the 1979 2-stroke Trabant available if anybody is interested.
I think your mini me is coming this way.
What is that?
I think your little fellow is following you.
Oh yeah, Matteo is here too.
Oh.
We have redone the Parade of Trabant sign.
Oh.
Matteo, hold it for us for a second. Say hi to everyone. Ellie's here.
Hi. Good to see you. He's so cute.
Thank you. We have the little Trabant pillows here. Yes, available.
Those are your Trabant pillows?
Yeah, I will share a link so you guys can purchase it. Actually, we did the deal. You guys can buy one, get one free. We have all kind of mix and match deals with t-shirts and mugs.
Where did you get those made?
These were made in Hungary. They manufacture in Hungary. Actually, it's a removable, washable cover. These are very cool. My son loves them.
They're so cute.
But let's see if this thing starts up. It's been sitting for a garage since last year.
Oh my God.
We brought it home. I haven't started up since then. And this morning I tried and I had pretty good luck. Let's see if it does it again. Oh, there you go.
Sounds like it works.
Yeah, it smokes. Yeah, it does, actually. Are you guys, yeah, can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear me and see me. I'm out in the, using the data. Cool. I'm so glad we get to do this, at least, unfortunately.
I know. And we did, very happy. Yeah, we dropped that link in, Adam, if anybody wants to buy the pillow.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Let's see.
This is it. This is all the motor, the engine taken out. I can literally lift it up with one hand. It's so little, so light.
Oh, it's so cool.
All right, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to share it with you guys.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll check back in later, a little bit, take it for a ride.
Okay, let us know if you want to do that. That would be great.
Cool. Thanks, Amanda. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Adam.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is our 6th annual Parade of Trabants. We have it every year here at the International Spy Museum in DC to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. These little cars are associated with the fall of the wall because they were pretty much the only car available in East Germany during the communist period. We have 2 Trabants in the museum collection, one of which shows you how people would wind themselves around through the car to sneak out past Checkpoint Charlie to get across the barrier between East and West Germany. So they just really evoke a time which is an important part of our museum.
It was at one time voted one of the 50 worst cars ever manufactured. So that's kind of funny. And then it just draws a lot of smiles when you're driving it. It actually is a lot of fun to drive. It only has 26 horsepower and 2 cylinders, and it's an air-cooled 2-cycle engine, so I have to mix the oil and the gas together. The body is made out of a material they call Duraplast, which is recycled cotton fiber and resin. And the reason they did that was they couldn't get sheet metal.
It's fantastic here. My family comes every year. We bring our dogs. We've been, I guess, every year since the past 3 years. And it's just so fun to have the band, to have the Trabis all running around, breaking down, making noise. We have such a good time every year that we have to come back.
I think it's totally absurd that these cars are basically run on the same engines as leaf blowers that we have these days, but it's a lot of fun. We got a German polka band, and why not come out to the Spy Museum on a nice Saturday like this in the fall?
Oh my goodness, that was such a treat. I have to say, I haven't seen that in a long time, and my sweetheart, my fiance, sent that to me in email and said, hey, you might want to show this. I just dug it up, and we heard some really wonderful voices there. I think probably most of you recognize George Newman, hearing that wonderful voice driving us around. And then we had the Corgi lady, used to be a staff person, Nancy Bateman. And then that was Laura Hicken, who spoke to us earlier. That was her wonderful husband, Max, who was talking about the leaf blower. So anyway, what a treat that was to see. So I think, is Trabi World with us yet, Hannah? This shows the time change between here and Germany.
There we go.
So, okay, geht los. Yeah. Hi. Do you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Trabi about.
Already dark in Germany.
No, in Berlin.
Local time is now 5 p.m., 5:15. And my name is Martin from Trabi World Berlin. And yeah, you see the sign Trabi World. Of course, it's dark. I hope you can see it.
Yes.
This is business. This is what we make. Sightseeing tours with the Trabant. With the original 2-stroke engine Trabant. But sometimes we have guests from the United States too, or from America as well. They don't know to drive stick shift manual. And so for them, we made some electrical Trabants like this one, the E-Force 2 it is. We have 3 of them. And just have a look under the hood. Yeah, it's dark, but you see nothing, and there's nothing to see. It's an electrical engine now inside, and it has got even.
So wait, so you guys replaced it with electrical engine?
Yeah,
yes, we did.
Yeah. There's a kit, you can buy it, and it's really, really not easy to realize, but it's possible, yeah. And it has even got less horsepower than original Trabant. It's a 25 horsepower only, and
Wow.
With this car, we give them to the people who don't know stick shift, or we use it as a leading car. And, you know, there's a guide sitting in a leading car. We will have radio communication, and then the cars in the back, they follow us. It's a kind of a sightseeing tour, but driving with the Trabant. And this is a lot of fun for the people. For us, we love it. But now in the moment, because of the virus, there are no tourists. So it's hard. Okay, it's hard for everyone. So let's have a short ride with a electrical charged Trabant. We go to the Trabi Museum. There's more light, and you will see.
Great.
And we will. It takes a minute only, and then I show you the Trabi Museum and all the great cars there. Okay?
Oh, this is so fun. Hey, Martin, where do you get the electrical kit? One of our guests wants to know.
You can buy it from there. I think there are even 3 companies who sell them, and they sell them for not especially for Trabants only, but for your car if you want to rebuild it to electric, and then they look exactly how to realize it with this car. And because some did it before already, I know there are more electrically charged Trabants existing. So they have a prepared kit. I can share you the address, but I don't know exactly. We bought it from Hamburg, you know.
Okay.
It was from Hamburg, but you can find it in the internet via Google also. Yeah, it's easy to find. And but hey, it's really, really expensive. The kit is a 9,000 euro only, and if you're not able to build it in, they do it, and then it's a 15,000 euro. So you can buy a real car for that money. For us, it's okay. You know, for us, it's okay. We do love it, and we do it for our business. And we love electrical charged cars. We love them. We have a lot of them. You see, maybe the smart ones. We have a Tesla, but it's not here, and more cars. So it's also to compensate a little. So, but let's go to the museum.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm excited. This is so fun. Thank you.
Okay, so my colleague, Henrik, who has the mobile phone now.
Hello there, America.
Hi. Thank
How are you?
Beside me.
Oh, thank you.
For filming.
I'm fine as well, thank you.
And we go to the museum by car.
Okay.
I love that striped car. I'm in love with it.
Because it's a Trabant. No light.
Oh, sorry. Just close the doors. Look here at the windscreen wipers.
Yes, they're working. There's 3 positions: fast, faster, and interval. Yeah. Oh, interval not working really. Okay. Okay. So we push the drive button and no noise because no 2-stroke engine. It's quiet like an electrical charged car should be. And I really love to drive this car. It's great. So, and now, the horn also works. Maybe maybe we open the windows. So you see there the Trabants in the dark everywhere. Here, we have 100 of them here. Some original color, some we repainted like the fancy one, but here there's original blue, military, and then the animals, the zebra, the giraffe.
Oh, I want to go in the zebra one.
Oh, the capitalistic car here from Henrik.
It's my car.
So more Trabants everywhere. We have convertible Trabants, but you know there were no convertible Trabants existing except the army ones, the Kübel. But we made them. We chopped the roof, and for summer it's great. People love it. And you see more Trabants, a lot of them in the dark here. I hope you can see them. So let's go. Yeah, and we're in Berlin. And of course, the Trabi world located in the former east part of Berlin, of course. And in front of us, there's a building. Oh, this is our history. Oh, yeah. It's a Nazi building. Yeah, it's still there today. It wasn't bombed. the former Third Reich Ministry of Aviation, or in German, they called it the Reichsluftfahrtministerium. The name already sounds Nazi, huh? Ah, yeah. And then, hey, there's a piece of the wall on the left. The border was near here. On the right here. You see it now. Hendrik shows here the wall. So we turn to the left.
This is so cool, guys. Thank you so much.
So we have a short sightseeing tour on a few hundred.
It's wonderful.
100 more meters. And,
we don't get to go anywhere.
This street, once it was part of you call it the no man's land. We call it the Todesstreifen, the death strip.
Yes.
Where they shot the people, their own people. Yeah. And the buildings on the left, this was the east, on the right, the west Berlin. And this is where the museum is located, that we reach it now. So here it is. The Trabi Museum. Closed, of course, yeah, because of the virus. Naja, but we open for you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is so neat. I've always wanted it. A lot of my colleagues have been to Berlin, but Hannah and Shana and I have not.
Tell them. Andy from New York.
Hi!
Welcome to
Welcome. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Oh, Martin, it's so cool.
Yeah, so now don't need to wear all this stuff. So, yeah, let's start. Hey, it's an anniversary. It's the 7th of November in 1957. The first Trabant ever was made. Yeah, exactly. 63 years ago, the production of the Trabant started, and then it was built till 1990, and a little more than 3 million cars were made. This is what is written here, the Trabant production, and 3 million cars, yeah, in 34 years. Just to compare, here Volkswagen, the big capitalistic German company, they made 11 million cars last year, in 1 year. 11 million cars. The East Germans, in 34 years, 3 million cars. Was the difference. So if you wanted to buy a Trabant, you had to wait. The waiting time was, we ordered it, and then 12 years later, roundabout, you got it. You ordered it at the age of 18, at the age of 30, you got it, your own brand new Trabant. And if you didn't want to wait, you bought a used one, a used Trabant, that it was minimum twice as expensive than a brand new one. Hey, come on, you could buy it without 12 years of waiting, The communistic countries, the only countries in the world where used cars were more expensive than new cars. So you see here, this is a special model, the 1.1 Cabrio convertible. I said there were no convertibles. Yeah, there were, but only 12 of them were made, and then production was stopped. And it's the 1.1 Volkswagen engine, the Polo engine. Oh, I don't know if Polo was existing in the United States, but a small Volkswagen engine. After the wall came down, they made a few of them. But even with that Volkswagen engine, nobody wanted to buy. All the East Germans, they wanted to buy real capitalistic cars, real Volkswagen, and the West Germans, they didn't love the Trabants, and so production was stopped. And this, hey, if you're interested, we sell some of them, not because of the crisis, no, some of them we have so many special models, and if you're interested, just feel free to ask. We make a good price. It all started with the Primus, with the P50. You see it's a little slightly different looking. And only, built for a couple of years only. And then they had some steps like the P60, but then the original form, like the Trabant, from 1964 on, and this original color to the glacier blue, and they never, from that point on, they never changed anything over the years. I mean, all the Trabants, yeah.
Improve on perfection.
Sorry?
You can't improve on perfection.
That's what I wanted to say. But okay, but maybe it was also because of never changing running system. Yeah, but hey, all the Trabants with the same technique of 1957. Yeah, and there is some technique there that never breaks, of course. And even if it's the only kind of world you can repair while you're driving it. And we really, we're all fans of the Trabant. We love them, of course. And this is why we have the special models here. You see, hey, like here. Go over here. Henry, show it. There's a Abi.
No.
There was a man here from the East. He always wanted to buy a Ferrari, but he didn't have the money. So, but he had a Trabant. And then he said, I make my own Ferrari. And then we asked him to sell it to us, to the museum. And he sold it to us. And this is great. This is what the people in East Germany did.
I love it.
They had dreams and they found ways to realize these dreams for their own way, of course. Yeah. And here also the most expensive Trabant ever. We bought it. It was I forgot even we paid it some 38,000 euro for it. But this is a lot of money. It was the money was given then for oh no, it was even 45,000, I think, 45,000, and it's a long history. It's a long story, but after production was stopped, there was a man, a famous man from TV. He said from the East. He said, "Hey, I ordered a Trabant. You can't stop it. I want my Trabant, my own Trabant." And then the chief of Volkswagen, they found one and they donated it to him. And then he said, okay, I will sell it and the money we give it for a good thing. So we bought it for 45,000 euro. And yeah, it was hard for children. It's, yeah, the money went for good things for children. And so let's go. Hey, this is also great. The driving school simulator.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, all the people just, Hendrik, sit there so they can see it from the front. All the people in the East, they had first to go, if they want to the first step, to practice with the driving school simulator. And then when the teacher said, okay, now you're ready to go, then they switched to a real Trabant. But this is what they did. And you know, here, the driver training in the East Germany, in the GDR, yeah, was so much more complex than in the West Germany. But also much less has been going on the streets in the GDR. This is what is really here. This is true. So let's go, Henry. Yeah, I want to show you the Volkspolizeiverband. There are a lot of stories, you find them also in the internet. Was there a Trabant police car or was there not a Trabant police car? Yes, there was. Yeah. It was in, at the end of the 80s, in 1986. They started a project to extend the fleet of the East German police, and they tried it. They built some of the Trabants as a police car, and they were converted directly right at the factory. They were used then only as a test car, test vehicle, allocated to the police services in Leipzig and Dresden. But naja, then the East Germans, they recognized that they're not so fast and they have not the speed and acceleration of Wartburg or Skoda. You know Wartburg, the other East German car that was existing with even 4 doors, or the Czech Skoda.
And so it was too slow, and then they stopped it. But some of them were made, and they were on the street also. Yeah. And we bought one. And then also, you see,
I think I could outrun that police car.
this is amazing. I love it. And this is so strange. This was for military training. They had a tank Trabant, and yeah, you can see Panzer Trabi, we call it, a tank Trabant, and it was just for military training. It's full metal, and it's really slow. It was, of course, but it was okay for the training. Also, I don't know how many of them existing. I don't know. There are only a few existing anymore, and one of them here. Yeah, and you know, the symbol of the Trabant, the Sachsenring, just showed the S, the fast S. Sachsenring is a racing track in East Germany, yeah? And it was close to Zwickau, where the Trabants were made. And they did races with the Trabants, yeah. And hey, I show you the fastest Trabant ever. This is no lie. It is the fastest Trabant ever. The same engine, two-stroke engine, 2 cylinders, but of course modified everywhere, everything, yeah. And the maximum speed of a normal Trabant is a 105 kilometer per hour. This is, don't know, around about 70 miles, I think. And this here, it reached 196 kilometers per hour. And the driver, the pilot, he said he could even go faster, but he was afraid, and he was an expected driver. But he said, no, okay, this is now the limit. So it's not the fastest Trabant ever. And they did races with these cars. Hey, maybe here you show it here. There's some photos of the racing track here. Maybe you can see it. Yeah, and of course.
Oh, look at the camper. I love the camper so much.
Yeah, let's go to the camper. You know,
That's pretty.
Yeah, we call it the Sachsenruh. Sachsenruh, I don't know how to translate this in English. It's written here in English. No, there's not. Sachsen is Saxonia, and Ruh, it's the home. It's a rest. Yeah, we can rest. So it was a man from Saxonia. He had that idea in the mid-70s, and he revolutionized then camping in East Germany, and they were fans of camping, yeah. And okay, they could not go anywhere, and so they had their freedom there at the camping, and so they were really, really fans of camping. And he was thinking about how to improve it, and then he developed a Trabant car roof tent on the top of the car, yeah, that it could be erected or folded up in less than a minute. And it was with a bed for 2 people inside, yeah. And the frame is made of steel and the crossbars, mirroring, yeah, it's in the measuring is, yeah, but it's good, and it was good work. And then he didn't stop at that point. He wanted to make it go to production, yeah, but it was really not so easy for man to make a private production in the East. So then it was several years of confrontations with the authorities, but then he was granted a patent for his invention. It was in '78, and 1 year later, he received his trade license, and then he began producing the car roof vents and made some 120, 130 of them. And I showed the photo here. Maybe in the light you see all the tents standing there on the top. This is great. Yeah, and of course, it's not only a station wagon here, but also the deluxe version of the Trabant. You know the differences, huh? The deluxe, the chrome bumpers, the fork light, the backlight. Oh, deluxe only, and two colored, but you cannot see it. That is so papyrus white. So this is roundabout a short view to our museum, and hey, when it's getting better, everything, and when we are free to travel again, come to Berlin, come to Trabi Museum.
My gosh.
Maybe you love to do a sightseeing tour. We offer the 1 hour, 50 minutes or the 2 hour, 50 minutes trip. Yeah. We have a stop, make photos, swap driver, and so, and it's a lot of fun for the people. They're so happy to do it, and sometimes, of course, on the tour, we have some problems with the Trabant. You know,
that never happens. Trabants never break down. No such thing could ever happen.
Yeah, but you know, it's always easy to repair, or we always find a solution when to go on, and it's always exciting, even for us. Yeah, you know, we do the business for around 20 years now, but it's still, we feel happy because we got so much back from the people. They go and they say, "Oh, it was the greatest thing I ever did," and so, and this is also every day is we enjoy it, we love it, but in the moment we stopped. We stopped because of the virus, but you know, we get that.
I hope that we will all get to see you in person soon. I can't thank you enough for this incredible private tour, and I want to thank Bernd von Kostka for hooking us up with you. It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And that's Henrik, to see him, Henrik, my colleague.
Oh, thank you. And here we have your family out on the streets and a few other special slides from Trabi World. Hannah, we saw this up close and personal. So you guys, I know we are the people who will totally want to visit Trabi World as soon as we can. We are going to do something quite exciting now. We are going to go and break through the wall with Mike Annan, and the rest of the Annans. We're going to do that live right now.
Amanda, do you want the video first of past ones?
Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a
video of a bunch of past ones.
Last year's wall breakthrough was like our favorite because usually I'm pretty sure that someone is going to get killed because we've never been able to stop traffic in the old location on F Street, and people just would act like that was not a street, and Shana and I would lose it. Oh yeah, Laura Hickens chiming in with like the anxiety that it produced for her. So last year when we got to do it on that esplanade, I was like, this is amazing. We are not going to kill anybody this year for the first time. All right, Matthew, are you ready?
We're getting ready. What's going on?
Your dad said you guys were ready to go through the wall, but we've got other stuff to do if you're not ready yet.
I think we're just about ready. We just need a minute here.
Well, let's go watch you get ready because that's half the fun.
Yeah, well, can you see?
Yeah, we'll spotlight you.
All right, there we go.
Oh my God, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, so here we are. We're just doing a last minute tape job. You good? All right, let them know. We're ready.
That means get out of the way. Move away from behind the wall.
All right. That just busted right through.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any resistance. That is amazing. I hope you took some photos, Matthew.
Yeah, we had some. This was what? Oh, the horses ran away from the Travis.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. That was truly, truly amazing. All right, Miss Hannah, oh, here it comes again. Love it, love it. Hannah, let's see some Trabant, our little Trabant humor video.
Is this a hot car? I think.
Somebody pick up on the quarterbacks. Oh man, they are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and the key. There you go. Little more. 1, 2, 3. That car definitely does the prize.
There's nothing people like as much as getting to put their hands on a Trabant that doesn't belong to them and move it around. It is always so fun. Oh my gosh. So do we want to do the photo rally first, or do we want to go over to the Old Europe, Hannah?
Old Europe, I think, is still setting up.
Okay, let's
do some beers right now, so we'll get there in a second.
Let's do our photo contest, and then everybody can grab a drink, and we can all toast each other at the end. So let us head over there. The exciting thing is we didn't even get to use everything that we had. All right, so we have 4 categories, and we are going to start with Best Trabant, and of course there are so many Trabants that were here today and didn't even get in photos, but these were entered, and if I missed your photo, you're just going to have to ask for a refund for your ticket today, and since it was free, too bad. Terrible. Okay, here we go. Best Trabant category. We're going to show you each slide, and then when we vote, we'll vote in the chat, and I identify.
We actually are going to vote via a poll that I just created. I'll vote that way.
Okay, I like these late breaking tech things. Okay, so here we go. Jonathan, we all know Jonathan. Beautiful green car. Andy's showing some true love to that one. All right, Jason from Albuquerque. Yay! You don't have to, we'll vote at the end. Andy's beautiful green car. That gets so many points for the skyline. Eric from Indiana, one of our stalwarts, good luggage rack. Adam, our lovely Adam from Florida. That one is the tropical Trabi, in my opinion. George and Jane, I don't think they're with us. They're at a rally somewhere else, but we've heard their voices a lot today. Love that one. Kevin, we've heard from Kevin today, crossing the line. I don't know where Julian is. I received this morning. Beautiful photo I left in the background because none of us get to go anywhere anymore. Trabi World, the racing car. the fastest car that we just saw a minute ago. Steven sent me 3 photos, and this is the only one that came through. But it looks like, you know, it's all original stuff. So quite gorgeous. Oh, Julian's from Devon, England, Dave is saying. Thank you, Dave. All right, guys. So I made it easy for you all. Shauna says there's a poll. You have 10 cars to choose from for best Trabant. Do they have a poll?
They do, and the votes are coming in, and it is all across the board.
Oh my God, are you going to be able to know who won?
Yes, because since we're doing the poll this way, it will automatically be tallied for us. So this is the easiest voting we've ever had at Parade of Trabants.
So do you mean, I like anything easy. You know that about me.
All right, I'll give you guys a few more seconds to pick because I know it's a hard decision. It looks like we've got about half the folks have voted so far. It's the toughest decision you've probably made.
Yeah.
Weird. And we've got Trabants from all over the world, which is kind of fun.
Really great.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 10 more seconds to make your final choices, and then I will close the poll.
She's gonna close the poll. None of this dragging out over days and days. Nope, nope.
Nope. All right, I'm closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's a couple last moment voters.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
All right, they got in. They got in. All right, I am ending the poll now.
And are you going to be able to tell us who won?
I am going to share the results.
Oh my.
So everyone should be seeing those results, and
I'm not.
Like we have a tie between Trabant number 3 and Trabant number 6.
Do a runoff. Can you do a runoff?
Sure, I can quickly make another poll.
Yep. I only have 4 crappy prizes.
Why don't we do that at the end? So Shauna's time to make a poll, and we'll look at the other categories real quick.
Okay.
Cool. Shauna, will you close the poll? Because I don't know if it closed for everyone. Okay. And that was number 3. And then number 6 was this one.
George and Jane. Okay, we'll do a runoff in a minute, but now we'll move on to our next category, which is most creative Trabant. We only have 2 entries, I think, in this one. So you're just gonna have to hold these in your mind. We have Honora, who has gone green power with her mom's Trabant from the 80s. And we have the pretty wonderful Trabi world, All You Need Is Love. Okay, guys, can you vote in the chat, and then I'll tell you who won if you disagree with me? Let us know who you think. Yeah, we'll call Honora number 1. Should have said that. Yeah. Yes, we love you, Trabi world, but we are gonna give that to the lovely Honora. Because it's a kid. She's a kid. You got to go with a kid. Yay, Honora. All right. Now we have one that I love, which is the funniest Trabant category. And this one's going to be harder for our memories today because I think there are 5 in here, but just vote by what you see when we get to the end. So we have Trabi's Police Trabi. We have George and Jane with tuba power from a way back Trabant parade. Really early. Wind up, Michael's wind up Trabant, which I freaking adore. Jason from Albuquerque, his Trabant seemed to be attacked by emojis. Oh yeah, Shauna and Hannah.
Go Mexico.
They're from New Mexico, so they love that. And then Surfing USA from the Annans, which is pretty freaking groovy. So if you guys would use the chat and let us know, whether it's the police or the tuba or the wind up or the surfing. Did I miss one?
Or New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico. Let us know in the chat. Wind up, surfing, wind up. Oh, yeah, New Mexico. Okay.
I'm seeing lots of surfing.
Lots of surfing.
Wind up.
Yeah.
Wind up was number 3. So if there's a 3.
Surfing.
Oh, it's tight.
Surfing. I'm feeling surfing. Wind up. There's Bill. Hi, Bill.
1, 2, 3.
What do you guys think?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 for wind up. 1, 2.
Wow.
Fast counting.
You are really good at that, Hannah. How much do you got for surfing?
Got 7 for surfing. 8. I got 8 for surfing. So it looks like wind up.
All right, Michael. Michael won that one. And then our last, right? Yes, not a Trabi. We're now into the not a Trabi world. And you'll be able to remember these, and we'll vote in that. As we'll vote in the chat for this one. I love this car, the Serena. I love this. This came last year. It's a beautiful car. That's not me pushing an agenda. I just think it's a beautiful car with a beautiful background. There's Trabi World's Panzer Trabi. That thing's a freak. Jeff just sent this in this morning. Tybor. I probably said that wrong, sorry. Neil from Hobart, his Wartburg. We've met this car many times.
That's what we have, those 4.
Wait, oh, wasn't there a Lada? Or did I make, nope. Oh, well. All right, so let us know.
It's either Panzer or our lovely Wittenberg, I think.
There's a lot of love for Neil.
It's between those 2. I actually think now double counting, this one's our winner.
Yay!
3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You all don't usually have to watch us count. Actually, some of you do.
I feel solid with this right now. So.
All right. Okay, so should we do our poll for best, and then we do our little winner boomerang?
Yeah.
Hannah, do you want to put up the slide where they can see? So it's between 3 and 6. So I will launch a poll so you guys can vote. Number 3 or number 6?
All right.
It's all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the polls are closed.
Let's see our boomerang.
Wait, let's see the result.
Do our video first. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, wait.
The big trophy.
Look what I brought. Look what I have at home.
Excellent, excellent. So the winner is Trabant number 6.
Is that Andy?
George and Jane.
George and Jane. I have this feeling that Andy and Liz probably voted for George and Jane because that's how nice they are. This is so wonderful, guys. So great. I want to show off my trophy that I'm holding. This is a 2018 model Parade of Trabants trophy that never got reclaimed. And I was at my office the other week and said, well, I think I'm going to have to hold that up. I want to invite everybody. I know a lot of you guys go to the Old Europe in Glover Park in DC after the Parade of Trabants. And I called them and they were so sad that we were not having the event in person this year. They actually opened their doors early today so that we could have a look inside the Old Europe. And if you want to get a beer or a glass of cider, oh, hi, Liz. Let's hoist a drink together with, here we are live from the Old Europe. Let's, oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, Old Europe people, can you,
everybody.
There we go.
So we're here at Old Europe. I figured we'd have a little celebratory toast for you since we couldn't all be here in person. So it's gonna take a little stroll to show you the restaurant.
This is Karsten
Hi, I'm Karsten.
Trabowski. He is our man on the street today. You have the Alex there with you, Karsten?
So we spoke to Alex and he said he really missed out having the Trabi out here with you. What's that? What's that? Oh, Annalise is over here serving us some beer for you.
Oh my gosh, I wish I was there.
I know, it's nice, right? Love you guys. Love you guys. Am I on?
Is that Alex?
We missed you. We wish you could make it down here.
Hi.
Hopefully next year.
For opening early for us, Alex. It's so nice of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice. This is Amanda, right?
Yes, sir. Hi, Alex.
All right. Good to see you.
What are you guys drinking today?
We're going to have a spot in the Puma Fest. Yeah. Yes, I will have mine around a little later. There you go. Cheers, guys. But for now, Prost.
Prost.
Cheers.
Prost. Thank you. Oh, look at Bill Overbaugh. I want to spotlight Bill. Look at Bill. We didn't get to see you, Bill. Hi.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I saw you with your drink.
Let me try to turn it around here.
Oh my God. Hi. Good to see you.
Hi. Good to see you guys. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for hosting this.
Yeah, this is great.
Thank you for being here. Cheers with us. I see you had a beer over there, Bill.
Polar seltzer water.
That works. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else should we say? Is there anybody else that haven't spotlighted?
Bye.
Bye, Nora.
I'm taking a walk with my mommy.
Bye. Bye. Oh, wait, Adam has a beer.
Bye.
Adam's toasting us. Oh, yep. Hi, we have the same t-shirt on. That's fantastic. This is so great. It's as close to being there as I guess we can go. All right. Well, we are at noon. It has been a pleasure to spend the morning with you. You know how much I love all of you guys. And the one good thing about this pandemic is we got to meet new friends, people that we know are in the Trabant community, but that we never got to hang out with in person on Parade of Trabants before. And there's Eric. Hi, Eric. It's just such old friend week. I really appreciate all of you. I'm actually getting a little teary, which is totally ridiculous. And I also am going to spotlight someone that you all don't know, but this is our friend Ken Campbell, who has been an incredible supporter of all kinds of spy programs that we've been doing. And anyway, you all feel like family. I'm going to cry.
You ladies did a great job. Thank you so much. We miss you.
Great job.
I'm going up.
Miss everybody.